What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I go live on YouTube or premiere a brand new video. Make sure you guys follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Alright, now let's get started. Now AEW Dynamite was a good show, and that's all I gotta say. Alright, it says All Elite Wrestling will deliver a star-studded episode of AEW Dynamite on April 19th. Among other bombs, Powerhouse Hobbs will defend the TNT championship against Warlord, and Jay White will make his Dynamite in-ring debut against Commander. So we get the in-ring segment, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. This was a good segment. Jungle Boy Jack Perry comes to the ring, but he's immediately interrupted by Sammy Guevara. Darby Allin comes down before Sammy Guevara can say anything. Darby Allin says he has known Sammy Guevara the longest, but the fans think he's the latest qualified to fight for the title. He says Sammy Guevara is a follower and claims Chris Jericho is holding him back. Darby Allin turns to Jungle Boy and says he has to work the least hardest to get there, as he was part of the California clique. He says he was jealous of Jungle Boy when he got signed, but he realized he had nothing to be intimidated about Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy called Darby Allin antisocial, rude, and unfriendly. Jungle Boy says Darby Allin is only there because he don't make it as a skateboarder. Jungle Perry admits that he respects Sammy Guevara the most because what you see is what you get, and he puts his body on the line. He says Sammy Guevara is a scumbag. Sammy Guevara responds by saying Jungle Boy is just like MJF, as they were handpicked to be there. He brings up the first Double or Nothing show, but Bret Hart was in the ring with Jungle Boy and MJF. He says MJF and Jungle Boy were on the most recent pay-per-view, whereas he and Darby Allin were not. Sammy Guevara says he and Darby Allin are two sides of the same coin, and Darby Allin gave him hope that he could win a title in AEW. He says it's Darby Allin's turn to sit back and watch him win the world title. Jungle Boy vows to win the world title. MJF interrupts and takes a shot at hometown hero Britt Baker. He tells the challengers to stop fighting over him. MJF says he had a conversation with Tony Khan, and they decided that there will be a fillers tournament, and the winner will challenge him for the title at AEW Double or Nothing. He says Darby Allin will get a first round bye, and Sammy Guevara will face Jungle Boy tonight. Okay, that was a good segment right here. So we get the Outcast, Ruby Soho, and Tony Storm coming by Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter. Now this match right here, this was a decent match. This was a decent match. Saraya says to take a terrible towel from Britt Baker's mom at ringside. The Outcast attack Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker doing their entrance. Jamie Hayter rallies, but Saraya interferes. Britt Baker takes the fight to the Outcast, but they gain the upper hand and isolate Jamie Hayter. Dr. Britt Baker makes hot tag and clears house with a fury of offense. She goes for the lockjaw, but Ruby Soho distracts her. Tony Storm goes for the Storm Zero, but Britt Baker counters and hits an air ride crush. Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter double team Tony Storm. Jamie Hayter levels Tony Storm with a lariat, but Ruby Soho breaks up the pin. Tony Storm hits Baker with a running hip attack. Saraya hits Britt Baker with the title belt, and Tony Storm drops her with the Storm Zero. but Britt Baker kicks out. Tony Storm slams Jamie Hayter arm first into the steps and kicks her arm into the steel steps. Dr. Britt Baker levels Ruby Soho with the Panama Sunrise. Dr. Britt Baker makes Ruby Soho tap out to the lockjaw. The winner of the match, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. This was a decent match. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter celebrate their win. In an interview, Warlow looks forward to his TNT Championship match with Powerhouse Hobbs and reveals that Arn Anderson will be in his corner tonight. Arn Anderson asks Warlow if he wants to do the kinds of stuff the Four Horsemen used to do. He says they're going to start playing chess tonight. Alright, so we get the in-ring segment, the Elite, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. And this segment right here, it was pretty good. This segment was pretty good. Kenny Omega says the past few weeks have been some of the most difficult of his life. He recaps what the Blackpool Combat Club has done to him and his friends. Kenny Omega says he wishes he plunged the screwdriver into John Moxley's face. Kenny Omega invites the BBC to the ring so they can settle this once and for all. Brian Danielson appears on the video screen and calls them amateurs. John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Cascano attack the Elite from behind. They brawl around the ringside. Wheeler Yuta hits Matt Jackson injured arm with the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Yuta targets the injured arm. Cascano powerbombs Nick Jackson. Kenny Omega is left by himself, but the BBC gangs up on him. Brian Danielson comes out and calls the Elite amateurs. He says he thought Kenny Omega would be a professional, but he was wrong. Don Callis comes down the ramp, but changed course and runs away. Brian Danielson talks some more trash about Kenny Omega and grabs his screwdriver as he says this house needs to be fixed. Don Callis comes back and he has Kanushka Takeshita with him. Takeshita fights off the BBC and squares off with Brian Danielson. Kenny Omega rallies and helps Takeshita clears the ring of the BBC. Don Callis stands tall with Kenny Omega and Takeshita through the Young Bucks. Looks confused. Okay, so we get the TNT Championship match. Powerhouse Hobbs, accompanied by QT Marshall versus Warlow, accompanied by R. Anderson. And this match was quick. Warlow takes the fight to Powerhouse Hobbs. The champion slams Warlow with 3 bell-to-belly suplexes. The match builds out of the ring, and the two Powerhouse brawl at ringside. Powerhouse Hobbs gains the upper hand. Warlow rallies and hits a senton bomb. They trade blows, and Powerhouse Hobbs drills Warlow with some clubbing strikes. Warlow clotheslines Powerhouse Hobbs and suplexes him. Warlow headbutts Powerhouse Hobbs and drills him with a lariat. QT Marshall interferes when the referee isn't looking, and Powerhouse Hobbs hits a spine buster for a two count. QT Marshall argues with the referee, and R. Anderson gets in the ring. He takes out his Glock and points his fingers at QT Marshall. QT Marshall leaves the ring and Penta El Zero Miedo sneaks up on him. Penta takes QT Marshall out. Back in the ring, Wallow powerbombs Powerhouse House twice and he gets the win with the third powerbomb. The winner and your new TNT champion, Wallow. This was a quick match. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus comes to the stage and stares down Wallow. Backstage, AEW World Champion MJF interrupts Sammy Guevara's interview and says he's offering him a guaranteed spot of the pay-per-view. He says he just has to lay down. Sammy Guevara vows to earn the title match. MJF also offers Sammy Guevara a blank check and Sammy Guerrero writes a number on it. MJF says Sammy Guerrero has a deal, and they hug. So we get Jay White versus Juice Robinson. Jay White accompanied by Juice Robinson versus Commander. This was a good match. Jay White controls the action early on. Sean Spears is shown sitting in the crowd. Commander rallies and sends Jay White to the outside with a acrobatic takedown. Commander goes for a moonsault, but Jay White evades it and slams him onto the apron. Jay White grounds Commander in the crowd. Sean Spears holds up a sign that has a 6 on it, seemingly granting Jay White's performance. Commander fires up with a fury of offense. Commander blasts Jay White with a thirst kick. He dives onto Jay White at ringside, and Sean Spears gives him a 10. Commander hits a rope walk shooting star press for a 2 count. A springboard finish splash earns him a 2 count. Um, Jay White dodges a splash and goes for the Blade Runner, but Commander counters. Jay White dumps Commander with a cutthroat suplex. He hits the Blade Runner for the win. The winner of the match, Jay White. This was a good match. Sean Spears gives Jay White a 5 and doesn't look impressed. Juice Robinson attacks Sean Spears and they brawl. Jay White and Juice Robinson brawl with Sean Spears, and Ricky Starks makes the save. Ricky Starks sends Jay White and Juice Robinson running. Um, Backstage, FTR learns that Mark Briscoe got attacked by the varsity athletes and Slim J. They go to the trainer's room and argues with Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, Stanham, Stat, Statnam Sign, and Sanjay Dutt. Mark Mark Briscoe isn't cleared to compete, but he pitches a tag team match where FTR will join forces with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Okay, so we get the in-ring segment: Adam Cole and Chris Jericho. This segment was good. Adam Cole makes it clear that he respects Chris Jericho as he has studied him for a long time. He says he even modeled mod, modeled his catchphrases after Adam Cole. Chris Jericho says he has no respect for Adam Cole and says Adam Cole disrespected him last week. Adam Cole calls Jericho a jack off and insecure, stupid idiot. Jericho warns Adam Cole that you never want to meet your hero. He shows Adam Cole and they briefly brawl. The Jericho Appreciation Society comes to the ring and attack Adam Cole. Britt Baker comes down and pulls Jericho off Adam Cole. She slaps Jericho. The Outcast attacks Baker from behind. Adam Cole gets handcuffed to the ropes and he can only watch as Saraya hits Britt Baker with a candlestick. In a video message, Matt Hardy says his team is in charge, and he doesn't give an answer about the deletion match. Jeff Hardy says he'll address the fans on AEW Rampage. Okay, so we get the Acclaim, Max Caster, and Anthony Bones and Billy Gunn versus Jericho Appreciation Society, Matt Minner, Angelo Parker, and Jake Hager. This was a solid tag team match. The Jericho Appreciation Society attacks the Acclaim and Billy Gunn during their entrance. The Acclaim rallies, but the Jericho Appreciation Society takes control. Billy Gunn makes the hot tag and clotheslines Parker Parker out of the ring. Jake Hager dodges a famouser and slams Billy Gunn for a 2 count. Parker hits Anthony Bones with a concealed weapon, but he kicks out. Parker accidentally hits Hager with the weapon. Billy Gunn takes his takes his calm, calm and breaks it. The Acclaim hits Parker with the mic drop. Okay, the winner of the match, the Acclaim, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens and Billy Gunn. This was a solid tag team match. The Fellas Tournament, Jungle Boy, Jack Perry versus Sammy Guevara. This was a good. This was a good main event. Okay, the two stars battled it out right away. Sammy Guevara dives onto Jungle Boy at ringside. He hits a Spanish fly. Sammy Guevara hits another Spanish fly, and Jungle Boy lands hard on the floor. They brawl around ringside. Back in the ring, Jungle Boy rallies with a lariat. Jungle Boy power bombs Sammy Guevara onto the apron. Jungle Boy hits a Canadian destroyer. Sammy Guevara spikes Jungle Boy on his head for a 2 count. He goes for the GTH, but Jungle Boy counters and hits a reverse Hurricanrana. Sammy Guevara draws Jungle Boy with one of his own. Both men are down. After a fury of offense, they keep going back and forth, and Jungle Boy locks in the snare trap, but Sammy Guevara reaches the ropes. Sammy Guevara sends Jungle Boy flying with a drop kick, and Jungle Boy hits his head on a table at ringside. MJF blindsides Jungle Boy and he gets counted out. The winner of the match, Sammy Guevara. It says MJF and Sammy Guevara celebrate together after the bell. And AEW Dynamite goes off the air. Okay, like I said earlier, now AEW Dynamite was a good show, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my AEW Dynamite review on highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what your thoughts on AEW Dynamite because it was a good show. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, turn on post notifications when I go live on YouTube or premiere a random video. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch and Discord down below in the description. And I will be streaming live tomorrow on YouTube. So make sure you guys come to my live stream on YouTube tomorrow. But anyway, this your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.